Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video, brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. Let's get this party started. Today's date, Tuesday, August 19th, 2014. Markets continue to rally higher. NASDAQ successfully closed above 4,500 yesterday for the first time in 13 trading years. And sure enough, we are up again 19 points on the NASDAQ today. The last one to achieve a key milestone is the S&P 500. And again, I've been calling for a move above 2,000. I still think it will get there. Right now, it's trading at 1982. 18 points away. And again, I think it will get above that key level going into next Friday. So not this Friday, but next Friday, you should see it get above 2,000, maybe even a couple days before. But again, that is the key thing to remember, is that into holidays, they like to close the market above key levels. And again, the S&P 500 having a great day, up 10 points today, Dow up 81, and again, NASDAQ up 19 points right now. A couple things to go over. Number one, we are seeing, again, a very slow volume day. Please look at the volume. We only have about 35 minutes remaining in the trading day. We've done 46 million. So maybe we'll do another 10 million on the SPY, putting us at around 56 million for the trading day. That is a super light trading day any way you cut it. We are seeing key stocks begin to push into levels where they should start to see resistance, and I'm very curious to see how this plays out in the coming days, guys, I have to say. So again, if we look at, first of all, the resistance on the spiders here is very obvious. I want to show you this, which is where this is just a short-term resistance area. See this pivot high right here? And then if we go back just a little bit, you can see these little pivot lows. It's actually more visible on the daily spiders chart, so let me flip over to that. If we zoom in here, take a look. So you can see this pivot low here and this pivot high equals the high right now on the SPY. I actually gave this on the free Rant and Rave blog. I hope you guys are following the free blog, because there's tons of trading ideas, day trades, swing trades posted on there every single day, and really some great content there. So make sure you're tuning into the Rant and Rave blog. You can find the Rant and Rave blog, and again, it's free on our website under free market action. The drop down will show you, and you can see a pop down saying Rant and Rave blog. All right, in any case, markets again at a little short-term resistance, but I do think overall the markets will head higher. I talked about this current level as being a possible good day trade, even maybe a one-day swing trade, meaning we could pull back a little bit tomorrow based on the level, but it's not going to be, it's not like we're looking for a huge pullback off of this, maybe 50 cents to a buck max, and then I think you resume your upside movement towards that double top and actually towards the 200 level on the SPY, which again would equate to 2,000 on the S&P 500. All right, a couple other things again that I wanted to mention. Number one, the USO continues to be on the weaker side, down another 40 cents. This is important because we have a major level on a break of 34 down here. So again, this was your first support, and if you look here, you can see you kissed it here and bounced, so that makes sense. Then you came down, pierced it, and held above it. Today you're breaking below. Your next target is going to be right here. There's a key gap fill, key level right in this range, and again, that's a break of 34. So if we get there, I would say early next week, I will absolutely be pulling the trigger on a long USO trade, on a long oil trade. That's going to be the spot. Couple other things to look at. Hewlett-Packard is trading up a little bit today, but there's a bearish daily pattern. I posted about this on the Rant and Rave blog today, and the reason why I did is because they're reporting earnings after the close tomorrow. Now, I'm not going to be a buyer going into earnings on purpose here. It's not something I like to do, is buy something ahead of earnings, but I will say this, is that this bearish pattern with earnings tomorrow afternoon, with the stock trading at the highs, or essentially at the 52-week multi-year highs, it does make me think it could sell off on earnings. So for me, that's the direction I'll be looking, even though I'm not going to put my hard-earned money at risk on this going into this specifically. Now, I have a little bit on the Hewlett-Packard front from a while back, which I'm going to continue to hold, but ultimately, I already had puts on this, which we took about, I think it was about 16% gain on the latest fall right here. And then I just moved out going into earnings on those options. So, again, just something to be aware of is that I do anticipate us seeing a drop on earnings, even though it's not a high enough percentage for me to put my hard-earned money at work. Okay, other stocks in motion here. Let me just scan through. Chevron's up $1.32. That stock has been weak because of oil, but again, having a good bounce today. And you can see really a tremendous fall. Notice the support line right here, and notice how it's kind of chopping along there, starting to bounce back up. When oil gets a bounce, these will bounce again. So be prepared for that. Be expectant of that as well. Corn, interesting on corn, guys. So I've been talking to you guys a lot about corn in this video, and interesting today, basically a flat day on the CORN. Notice how it's going to close right on the 20 moving average, so that's good. You wanted to see a flat day. You didn't want to see follow through on the drop from yesterday, because what this tells us is this probably yesterday's movement was just a short-term profit taking off of this resistance. So see this resistance right here? You came right into it, and then it got pounded down as sellers said, hey, listen, this has bounced a big amount in the short term from this low all the way to this high. Let's take profit. Now, what you want to see is over the next few days, it start to creep up and eventually take out that high, and then it goes right to that 50 MA.